Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. The Oklahoma Sooners offense comes on the field first today. Well, Kirk, we were here at the State Fairgrounds last time these teams met. Oklahoma actually jumped on top. After that, a complete burnt orange beatdown. They won it by 31.
Yeah, if I remember right, you're right. It was competitive early, and then Texas 21 points in the second quarter alone. Oklahoma had a very difficult time responding from that Saturday. We'll see if this year it can be a little bit different. Can the Sooners get their offense going against this very athletic Texas defense?
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just
taking a shot deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Longhorns offense out there for their first possession. And, of course, in the spotlight here, this quarterback is one of the early season Heisman candidates, Kirk. Obviously a long way to go, but he's off to a good start and certainly has potential to be in the hunt all season.
Yeah, it's a great word, potential. He's doing everything that's been asked of his coaches, been a great leader for his team. Let's see how he can get started today and try to play another great game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That completion sets up a second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. The sure hands, it's more. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's more. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Screen to the wide receiver. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding on the defense, an automatic first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there, when grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young. I mean, it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
First down and 10. On the run, it's Tatum. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Defense is coming after him. They trap him for a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game, doing by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
The defense stops him short of the marker on that screen. 4th down coming up. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker, and he comes home with a blitz and gets the sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Choosing to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Hit as he released it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Trying to find some room. It's Tatum.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. And the Sooners will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in the last possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Play fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. Dropping back, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of putting the ball up in the air to give your receiver a chance to high point the ball, but on that one, you better be careful. He's lucky he didn't throw a pick.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. What a catch! They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. The pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Pressure is coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. Able to bring up fourth down now. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. The Sooners will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To throw, it's Manning. Bringing pressure. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here comes a handoff. Running with purpose. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Contact as he threw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking for some space. It's Tatum. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Keeping it on the ground here. He's brought down, but good for a 1st and goal at the 4.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And tackled there by the defense. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Caught behind the line. It's Moore. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They'd be able to bring him down. Now it's 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to throw again. Gets made on the out route.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
No fair catch. He feels the ball. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. And they misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
2nd down after that previous play. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of a 17. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Receiver in motion now. A play action looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the tailback's got it again. The Longhorns are on the move here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Longhorns looking to cash in the red zone. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Dropping back. It's Manning. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Tight end goes in motion. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. With the catch, it's Moore. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down the wide receiver for a loss like that.
They look to throw it here on second down. They're looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy, but that size difference. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Sooners' offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The pocket breaking down. And he's intercepted. Touchdown, Texas. The defense produces 6 points.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. But you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. He'll hand it off. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving.
Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. And second and goal, they hand it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Needing a score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great connection there for 6 points. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You could tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's brought down there. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will have to kick this away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away. Second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's stopped. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. There's contact on the throw. And that pass falls incomplete.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on fourth down. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He beat the tight end for a completion. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Really trapped him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it on the move. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. To throw, it's Mateer. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Play action here on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Well, down he goes. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And they'll get him down that time.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Leaning on the run game here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. scanning the field. It's Manning. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they'll kick it away here. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Trying to find room. It's out. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's wide open. Look out. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the Sooners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the number one ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Holds it in. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. It's a seam wide open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU has the lead right now, but this Lavelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
On play action. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to...
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Here's the handoff. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding.
There he goes. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Sooners are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
South Carolina, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Running into the open space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Patir. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Took a shot as he threw.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first down. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Past the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Floats it out in space. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Smith. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The sure hands, it's Sategna. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ott. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the court.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB so far today. Just their first sack. They got to continue to get...
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Utah.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Sooners. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
South Carolina, 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sideline. Turning it on. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's at touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter,
he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. That's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down. You're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Shoots it to the left. All by himself. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To the air on 2nd down. Puts it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Off-play action on 1st down. Makes the grab down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle, it's up. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll give it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback. Some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Grab near the marker, it's Bennett. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. With the catch, it's Bennett. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Makes a connection. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Kick is in the air. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense it's a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal. He's got him. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off! What a play by this defense. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rank, there are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels. And the Rebels will put toe together and will get started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Tight end finds a soft spot, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Burks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Tatum. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Still looking, on the move. Finds a man on the left. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Rebels are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's high.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They bring him down right at the 45, not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
To the air, it's Mateer. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. The screen. He's got wheels. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Makes the catch. It's dribbling.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Caught behind the line. It's dribbling. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. The throw. Finds his tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Simmons. Caught over the middle, it's Lee. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He wants lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Now they'll run it to the right here. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On play action. Now adjusting. Slithers into space. Quick step and go.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And his throw is incomplete. Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Rebels are in the hurry up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Typically at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Using his legs, it's Tatum. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ott. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. To the ground with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He'll keep it himself. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside away.
And man, oh man, he is